All right. Look, man. Shout to Copa America. Everything is popping off and everything, man. Can I just let's actually I want to just first off with your boys Peru and Canada before we get to Argentina. Um, do you know this guy was trying to lubricate a man's leg? Like there's see, I understand being physical, I understand being intense, but that challenge, it didn't make any sense. That challenge that Araujo puts on that dude, it didn't, bro. He could have easily snapped his leg. And my thing is that, you know that you can win the ball without trying to do a finishing wrestling move. So, bro, they should upgrade that to like a freaking purple or pink card, like for like a 10 game ban, because it's just so crazy. But why I say to myself is that it's so mind boggling the kind of challenges that people play. And you know what I say? People say, well, that's just the nature of the game. I don't think Philip Lam, aka Bart Simpson, ever got red carded, bro. Most of Maldini's tackles were clean. So what I say to people is be better. You don't have to try to lubricate or commit double homicide on someone's leg to win the ball. You just need to time your tackles better, anticipate better, and win the ball cleanly. That's what you need to do. So going in super hard and super physical like that, it doesn't make any freaking sense. Hence why I think like, look, bro, people should really stamp out this stuff and be like, no, let's actually have 5, 6 games ban because it's stupid. It's dumb. And for Peru, the moment this happened, they got screwed because if it was 11v11, we could have had a very different game. So with that being said, and him being completely stupid in what he freaking did, um, shout out to your boy Jonathan David. He said what's up. He said what's up. Like, look, um, I feel he's underperformed because when you look at Canada, the guys they're looking for the most to perform are Alfonso Davis and Jonathan David because these are guys who who play in Europe and have achieved stuff in Europe. David winning a Uber Eats title in France, and of course Alfonso Davis winning a freaking UCL, a freaking treble with Bayern Munich, and same was in a freaking 8-2 beatdown. So those are two guys that Canada need to always perform at a high level. Now, everyone needs to play well, and the team needs to play well. But if you're Jesse Marsh, yes, I'm responsible for the tactics, the strategy, the team playing well. But if I'm Jesse Marsh, David and Alfonso Davis, you have to show up and you have to play at a very high level because you are our best players. You are our most experienced players at a very high level. So it is very important that by you playing at a super high level, that can then inspire the other guys in the team to also play up to a high level. So look, I think this is good for Canada. So now it's now a really big game against Chile because Chile, I believe, are on a point. They now have 3 points, which is huge. So all they need is a draw. So all they need is a draw against Chile. So that for me is actually going to be a take off. So let's be real. If Canada make it through this group, that's a great achievement. For a team who was qualified for their first World Cup, I believe this is the first Copa America that they're playing in. And to come out of a group that have Peru and two-time winners, Chile, that's already an amazing achievement. So, bro, if they can make it through this group, that is already a step in the right direction. Then you're not playing with house money. So, yeah, that's Canada and Chile game. That's going to be real. And I'll be real with you. Canada should look to actually try and at least they should be able to get a point. I think they can beat Chile because this Chile side ain't good, bro. Like, they're still willing out. Bro, Claudio Brava has a bald patch. If you can't beat a team with a geriatric pension merchant in goal who has a freaking bald patch, then I don't know what to tell you. So Wayne Gretzky, aka Drake, who's right now, shout out to Kendrick Popper, they should say what's up. But again, I'll say again, if Jesse Marsh in his first stint with Canada gets them out of a group that has Peru and a two-time Copa America winner in Chile, that already is a great achievement. But once they do that, keep on going through. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. They have to go and do the business and actually try and get that draw against Chile or go ahead and win. Now, when you go against Chile, your main aim can't be to draw. Your main aim has got to be to win the game and some to beat them. So, when do we forgive him? It's a simple question. When do we forgive him? I get it. I understand. He almost jeopardized a World Cup for our precious Leo Messi. He almost jeopardized a World Cup for Mbappe's biological child. I get it, understand. And if not for Scaloni making the brave decision to bench him and to start an Alvarez, who knows where Argentina would have been? Because I think that was easily the most important, bravest, but the most important tactical decision of the World Cup was Scaloni dropping him for your boy. So, but my thing here is this: that this is what we have to understand here is, look, I feel that that was just a moment for Alvarez. Now, let me be clear when I say this. Alvarez is not a flash in the pan. Alvarez is not like a one-hit wonder. I believe this is a very talented player who will not see the best of him within the Pep system because of what's happening with Haaland. But for Lautaro Martinez, I think he's a hot and cold player. When he's bad, he's very frustrating. When he's good, he did what he did in Copa America. Because yes, okay, fair enough, he didn't have a great World Cup, even though he scored the winning penalty against the Netherlands. But let's not get it twisted. Messi was the best player at the last Copa America. Second best player you could argue was Lautaro Martinez, and Martinez was very important in several stages of that Copa America. So basically, Scaloni actually has a great situation on him because he has either Alvarez or he has either Martinez now. And what we're perhaps seeing is a flip of the World Cup. Whereas Martinez, you're my main starter. You're breaking it up. Alvarez, prove yourself. He proves himself. He's now the starter. Now Martinez, in 2 games now, he's now come up with the goal. And in this game, he came up with the winning goal against a team who we know what they did to Argentina previously. If you're now going into that Peru game, if you're now Scaloni, you may say to yourself, okay, we're already through. We're already good. But yeah, let's just make sure we have the 9 points. You may say to yourself, okay, Martinez, start. And let's see what you do now as a starter. And what you may now find in this tournament is maybe this is Martinez's tournament. So that World Cup, that was Alvarez's World Cup. And he was the great shining light of that World Cup. And he was pivotal in Argentina making it to the final. Obviously, the final, other guys said what's up. But for making it to the final, Alvarez was huge. That was his World Cup. For Lautaro Martinez, previously that was his Copa America. So for him, this could be his Copa America. And let's be real. Yes, he breaks it at that World Cup, and he was moving crazy in that World Cup final, specifically in that extra time. But we now look at what happened in the season. He had an amazing season. Now, we can't demote or try to surmise someone's season based on one moment, because that moment is we're still waiting for his ball to land in Neptune in the penalty shot against Atletico Madrid. So it's unfair if he's tried because of that penalty miss, because we all know that if he scores that penalty, if Inter win that penalty shootout, we are probably looking at an Inter Real Madrid UCL final, which would have been a much better UCL final than Dortmund. But despite that, he was huge for Inter, and he was arguably the best player of the season in the Serie. So he was massive in leading Inter to a Serie dub. And I think even if Inter didn't make the UCL final, I still feel Inter were one of the best teams last season. And Lautaro Martinez was one of the main reasons for why Inter Milan were so good. So you're just going to have to accept that Lautaro Martinez is an on and off player. But look, for this Copa America, Scaloni, this is a good situation to be in, because you have a guy in Lautaro Martinez where he's ready to score. He's ready to come up clutch, and he's ready to now say what's up. So you could either start him or you can bring him off the bench, because all that matters is trying to get this damn trophy. But my question is, when is this time for us to forgive him? Here's my thing here. The answer to that is very simple. It's not about forgiving, it's about accepting what he is. He is going to be great. He is going to be a brick. So you just have to hope that when he's a brick, you suss it out early and you mess with it. But you need to also say that when he's great, hope that he maintains being great, because when he's on form, he can win you a game. And especially with Messi, who is getting older, who, you cannot see that it's now physically getting to him. He needs all the help he can get. And I think Lautaro Martinez was still very important for this team. And I'm still going to say this again, man. The final I want to see is Argentina against Uruguay. I don't want to see Brazil in that final, bro. I don't want to see those guys in the final. We'll deal with them against Paraguay. Argentina, Uruguay is the final that we all want to see. But because these things tend to happen because of the final we all want to see, it's probably not going to happen. So who knows? It could be Argentina, Colombia, or dare I say Argentina against Pulisic. Who knows, man? But again, that's my question. Do we forgive Lautaro Jeremiah Martinez or Lautaro Olushi? So that's why it depends. You're either going to get Lautaro Jeremiah Martinez or Lautaro Olusegun Martinez. You hope that you get Lautaro Olusegun Martinez, not Jeremiah. But do we forgive him?